to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Bella Vrita, I do think that worked. We are on location.
Hey, who are you?
I don't know.
You just get in my car?
So
hey, now that you just get in my car and you can appear on my show?
That's true. Can I appear on your show?
You can appear on my show.
All right, so we got the deal attorney, Andrew Catania, launching us. Hello, happy Trajectory Tuesday. We're coming on location for just outside of Atlantic City. There's going to be a rumble out in the promenade, ... Bruce Springsteen, like say Sean song, which had a 2-day event rocking it down there. So, Bella Vrita, who is here as we explore the only human attainable superpower? Let's go.
Let's go. First, from Westlake, Ohio, financial leader and seasoned influencer, trusted for commanding high-stakes billion-dollar market plays, architect behind 20-plus complex financing, excelling in private placement and intricate deal structures, strategy, infrastructure expert, mastering term sheets, filing, and scaling financial systems. Let's welcome to the show, Rick.
Warm welcome to the Heart of Influence on this Trajectory Tuesday. And Rick, Plato, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour and we're going to learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So we kick this game off, Rick, with a fun fact. It could be something surprising, shocking, little weird. For example, we're sitting in the back of a car on the Heart of Influence, and it's not the first time Bill and I have been in the back of John Kelly's car. So that would be a super fun fact. And please, Rick, your headline fun fact.
Thanks, Sean. It's a pleasure to meet you and Bella. I guess I got an early start with my career, a boarding law school to go work for the legendary King Ranch in Texas. And it was quite the experience. And being a boy from Long Island and working in a ranching agribusiness, varied business was quite the experience.
Cool. All right. So thank you very much. I'm here. Quite the experience, not going the law school route. Rick, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. Bella, who's next?
Welcome, Rick. And hanging with Rick from Bethesda, Maryland, tech entrepreneur, top 5% LinkedIn influencer with 15,000 plus followers and a high engagement network. Thought leader converting digital audience into impactful alliances and mission-driven projects. Healthcare innovator building FDA, excuse me, not PDA. Not confused. FDA approved.
That was you today in the Rainforest.
Yes, not FDA approved. Completely different. Approved solutions to shrink care delays everywhere. Let's welcome to the show, Charlie Nahab.
Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Sean.
Charlie, warm welcome. You're very, very welcome to the Heart of Influence. And please, your headline fun fact that PS would make us say, Charlie.
No way!
Please.
Well, my fun fact is that being one of 8 children and being the one that wanted to go to college, I had to pay my own way. And the way I did it was I got accepted into a co-op university, and I drove an ice cream truck before my freshman year and saved enough for my tuition and my expenses for my freshman year so that I could carry the rest of the way through my co-op jobs. And that's the way I got started with my education.
That is beautiful. You would never be able to drive an ice cream truck because you would eat all the ice cream. I'm hallucinating, Charlie. You did not eat all the ice cream, which is why you made it to college.
Well, that's true. And I also broke a few of them and gave it to the children who couldn't afford it. So they didn't feel left out.
Charlie, and we are way over already because we usually like move in and out of these in like 20 seconds. But Charlie, what was the most purchased ice cream item? That's what I care about. Yeah.
Popsicles.
Popsicles. Wow. So they were going the ice versus ice cream wrap. Belvrita. Fascinating. We have R&D from Charlie. Let's go.
R&D from Charlie. Thank you, Charlie, for being here. Next, going to Palm Beach, Florida. International thought leader and powerhouse connector, delivering calm to high net worth individual circles and during turbulent times. Multilingual strategist, tailoring elite protection and growth for clients and the closest teams. Fiercely empathetic operator, restoring wealth with grit, excellence, and generosity. Let's welcome to the show, Jamie Solomon Stamper. Welcome. Thank you.
Welcome to the Heart of Influence, please, and your fun fact.
Thanks. The fun fact is I have seen the Grateful Dead over 70 times and had the privilege of meeting Jerry and Bobby twice.
Whoa. Yes, that is amazing, Jamie. Warm welcome. Your
I'm the
favorite,
preppiest Deadhead ever.
yes, your favorite Grateful Dead song.
Oh, New Speedway Boogie.
Let's go.
New Speedway Boogie.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Let's boogie over to Wayne, New Jersey. Boardroom authority and trusted advisor known for deep industry connections and governance mastery. Precision strategist streamlining board operations and guiding committee decisions. Advisor across sectors, elevating client outcomes with clarity and insight. Let's welcome to the show, Vincent DeVito.
Everyone, I'm having technical difficulties, so you see my beautiful wife with me. So in any event, my fun fact was I was a runner-up scholar athlete in high school, and at 140 pounds, I was able to bench press 240 pounds. Not today, though. And,
Let's go. Where'd you go to high school, Vincent?
I went to St. John the Baptist High School on Long Island.
Nice. Warm welcome coming from the land of Wayne, New Jersey. Come on, Bella.
Let's go. Going over to Albany, New York. Veteran financial strategist and respected leader known for building powerful professional alliances. The go-to confidant for owners and executives navigating complex capital exits and growth. Champion for bold transition, fueling purposeful entrepreneurship and legacy. Let's welcome to the show, Tom McCarran.
Thank you for that introduction. The quick fun fact would be that I'm a treasurer of our local Society of American Magicians chapter, and So I'm a very much of an amateur magician, but I'm an aficionado of the art and get involved every month with a group of really interesting people.
Houdini, Copperfield, Doug Henning, Belvrita wants to be a magician and cut me in half. Don't let her though. Cool?
This is true.
Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome, Tom, to the Heart of Influence. Next, going to Vancouver, BC. Systems thinker, podcaster, and influencer, guiding transformation for professionals in crisis and change. Author and thought leader, teaching practitioners how to harness complexity and find clarity. Model of resilience, turning adversity into purpose and progress for others. Let's welcome to the show, Peter Faninsky.
Hello, Frank. Hello, Bella. One fact about me is similar to Tom's, but I'm not a magician. I help people get rid of the ghosts out of their home when needed.
Good. Ghostbuster.
From Stanley Park to Cypress Mountain, all the way up to Whistler. Warm welcome to you, Peter, and let's get the ghosts out.
Thank you.
Let's get the ghost out. That is hysterical. Welcome, Peter, to the Heart of Influence. And next, going to Richmond, Maryland, I think. Visionary technologist and global influencer, pioneering the future of digital security with a local industry following, architect of trusted computing standards, shaping cybersecurity policy and innovation, grounded futurist, blending technical leadership with authenticity and a down-to-earth approach. Let's welcome to the show, Stephen Sprang.
Thanks for having me.
Please, your headline fun fact.
So my headline fun fact is I'm the 1983 girls Division II downhill ski champion because I was the second to last class of boys in an all-girls prep school.
That is fascinating. Amazing.
Before it was uncool to be a boy on the ski team, right? You know, the girls ski team, which it is now, but back then it was perfect.
That is super fun, Stephen. That is awesome. Congratulations, Belvrita.
Thank you, Stephen. Next up, going to Youngstown, Ohio. I feel like that would be a good town for me. I'm from Youngstown.
Yes.
Youngstown, Ohio. Cybersecurity leader and trusted strategist with a robust professional network and CPA expertise. Serial entrepreneur, building precision-driven SaaS solutions that shape modern security. Grounded community-first trailblazer, balancing business and family impact. Let's welcome to the show, Paul Hungerford.
Welcome. Heart of Influence, please, your headline. Fun fact.
So I'm a big fan of vintage motorcycles. I had the opportunity to ride my vintage Triumph about 135 or so miles an hour on the Bonneville Salt Flats.
Woof, 135. That is moving, Belvrita. That's
That is-
almost as fast as you run.
That is fast.
Awesome job, brother. Warm welcome. Come on.
Thank you, Paul. And last but not least, the woman who brought us all here together from Nutley, New Jersey, the deal attorney, having led 200 capital market transactions in the past 25 years, taking companies public in the 7 different ways to do so. 2 years out of law school, built a $1 million solo practice from her basement as a single mom with 2 young daughters, proudly serving for over a decade on the board of National Investment and Banking Association, helping companies get connected to thousands of members and funding sources, executive producer of The Heart of Influence and general counsel and chief ecosystem officer at Gallagher Law. Let's welcome the one, the only
Andrew Catania, John Kelly's in our studio audience live here, clapping up for you as well. And please, Andrew, thanks for assembling all of these growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous people committed to mastery, or so it seems. We'll see. But Andrea, please, your headline, fun fact.
So as a 23-year-old newlywed, I won a block party meatball competition and really pissed off the older Italian ladies on the block.
Yes. My mom would have been like jumping out the window. So
Yes.
thank you very much, Andrea, for that. From meatballs to the Heart of Influence, Andrea, shall we do the things?
Let's do the things.
All right. So I'm going to introduce our wonderful co-host who's been doing the introducing. This woman began her career in influence, selling crafts on her parents' front lawn as an 8-year-old. She progressed to being a 7-figure business generator in the space of network marketing. That red hair flying all over the place, convertibles, cash, teenager, network marketing, $1 million bucks. Come on, are you kidding me? 24, 25, 26 years old. She's three-peating like Michael Jordan, except not in hoops, but instead in business brokerage. 24 years old, she's Nevada's #1 business broker, first woman ever to be #1, youngest person, male or female, ever to be #1, let alone doing it 3 straight times. She is also someone who went on to train Fortune 500 companies, entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team this woman worked with doubled their sales. She is a skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. Maybe she learned it from a blind man, maybe from YouTube. I'm betting it's a blind man today. We'll see about tomorrow. She's also a philanthropist to raise $10 million for charity in the past couple of years with the Unblinded team. And this 2-time, about to be 3-time published author, publicly battled and defeated cancer in 2023, coming up on her 2-year cancer-free birthday. Let's welcome to the Heart of Influence, the woman that put the heart in it in her 1800th, yes, I said 1800 episode of this show, the one, the only, Bella Frieda. What's Bella Frieda, your headline fun fact, please?
I'm going to go with the headline fun fact is I also too spoke this weekend in front of a bunch of financial services, and everybody loved me so much that they asked, how can we bring you back today? But unfortunately, I had to go. But it is a pretty fun fact to be loved by a bunch of financial advisors that wanted me to come back and speak. Thank you, Sean Callaghan and Unblinded.
That is very true. And Bella did sign autographs before departing quickly and said, you can write me a large check and maybe I'll come back someday.
That's true.
Bella, amazing job. And please, on you go.
On I go. And let me introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghan. He beats world champions like Beck Keat at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on big stages, he is an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million in 2 years for charity. Let's welcome my co-host, the one, the only Sean Callaghan.
Rita, I thank you. And here's my headline fun fact. Yes, I'm a blind person that has taught sighted people to ski in blizzards, to surf in hurricanes. In fact, one's coming to New Jersey right now, and they're supposed to be 15 to 19 foot, 15 to 18 foot waves on Thursday on surfline.com. It says, and I've also had the privilege of teaching sighted people to scuba dive in caves, tunnels, caverns, and with sharks. There's my headline fun fact for today.
That is a super fun fact, and
you're one of them.
I verified all of this information, and I do want to note that I am not the hurricane that came to New Jersey. Just to note.
No, you are the tsunami. Let's go.
All right, let's do the things. What are we doing?
Who's going first?
Let's kick it off. I think we should kick it off with Charlie.
Charlie, here's what we're doing. Had a little fun, made some introductions, but what we're talking about is the fact that every single thing in human history comes on the other side of yes. Even Edison and a light bulb, that dude wasn't doing that alone. He had a whole bunch of people working with him. We cause yes, and then we have exponentially larger outputs. The United States of America, Microsoft, Amazon, you name it, it is on the other side of yes. Disney, the NFL, ... So Charlie, Bella's going to be whomever you'd like her to be. She could be an ideal client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey or Warren Buffett. Anyone, Charlie, that you'd want to generate a yes with. Footnote, We're not talking pitching, hooking, closing, yuck. We're not talking Wolf of Wall Street, Boiler Room, or Shark Tank. This could not be a sales yes. It could be any type of yes. And it could also simply, Charlie, be a yes to a longer conversation. So please, Charlie, who would you like Bella to be?
Well, I'm going to make Bella a resident in a small rural community that doesn't have any clinics or doctors around. And she needs to figure out, if she gets sick, what is she going to do about it?
Wow.
So I live in a rural community, and if I get sick, I don't know what I'm doing about it.
And
Yep.
you're a doctor.
Oh, I'm a doctor.
She's a doctor in her residence.
No, she's not a doctor. She's a
Oh, she's
patient.
a literal resident of the community. I got it. They
Yep.
meant residency.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So you live in this rural community. Like, what happens? Over to you.
Okay. Let's go. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella.
Hi, Charlie. How are you?
I'm great.
Thank you.
Why did you call me today?
Well, I have been doing some mission work over the last few years, and I, now live out here in the middle of nowhere and nowhere land. And as I've been, over here for several years now, it has become apparent to me, like, I don't know what I would do if I get sick.
Well, let's explore some options.
Okay.
Do you have a CVS or Walgreens nearby?
We do not have CVS and Walgreens nearby.
Oh, it's too bad, because about a third of them have clinics, not all of them. Have you, looked at any telehealth services where you could call a doctor if you're not feeling well?
I haven't, because I don't know how can they tell over the phone or the computer if what I got going on. So I haven't ever really trusted that as a source.
Well, you can trust their expertise. The question is, can they trust your describing your symptoms? Can they trust whether you've got enough devices to accurately measure your temperature or whatever else, and that you can read them properly?
So are you suggesting I should try that?
Well, it's certainly, worth a try if you're not seriously ill. But if you've got multiple, issues or multiple symptoms, you may have to, get a ride unless you can drive yourself, and maybe drive 1 or 6 hours to get to a doctor or clinic. Is that what you're facing?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely would probably be that, it's at least a 4 or 5 hour drive for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Yeah. So what is it that you do? Because I'm not quite sure why they said that I should give you a call, that you are the person that can help me figure this out.
Well, we're trying to put clinics around the country all over the place. And we're trying to do it as inexpensively as we can, so you don't have to travel as far. And the doctor that you're talking to can rely on the instruments at that clinic. And not only that, but they can interview you and see how you think you're feeling.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I definitely would love to get behind. So I understand your mission is to help bring clinics to rural areas. Is that what it is?
Yeah, because when you look at not just you, but all the people in that rural area, they have a higher incidence of chronic illnesses. They've sometimes go to the emergency department of their local hospital because that's the most accessible point.
Beautiful.
So,
well, Charlie, I gotta run right now, but I definitely, I think this is a beautiful mission, and maybe we can have a conversation about how we can raise some funds to help support this mission.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie. Bella Vrita. Who is following up Charlie?
Following up Charlie is Rick.
Rick, please. Who would you like Bella Vrita to be?
Listen, you two have done so much in your life that it must be a short bucket list for you because you've done it all, and I'm very happy to that. But as to what I'd like to philosophically ask Bella is, you've done so much.
You want Bella to? You want Bella to be Bella?
Yeah, Bella being Bella. Yeah,
Okay.
Hello,
this is Bella.
Are you ever happy in one place?
Am I ever happy in one place? I mean, I would say I'm happy all the time in different places. I don't see that. I don't know. There's one place that is my happy place. I can tend to find joy no matter where I'm at. If it's in the back of John Kelly's car, if it's in a room at the Ritz-Carlton, or if I'm feeding the homeless, I can find joy in it all.
So are you high maintenance or low maintenance?
You know, that has been a question that has come across me a gazillion times, and I would honestly say both, because I'm very low maintenance in a lot of ways, but I am definitely drawn to comfort in space. You know, it is more about, like, you know, I do like traveling first class because I just don't like in cramped spaces and small spaces. It kind of gives me anxiety, like. But I don't know that that's high maintenance. It's just a preference. It's comfort.
Mountains or seashore?
Both, depending on the time of year. Mountains in the winter and the seashore in the summer.
So I'm going to challenge you. You said you're not happier in any one place. Does that mean you're ever satisfied with your life?
I mean, there's definitely areas of unsatisfaction, and there are definitely, I think probably like most people, there's areas of deep satisfaction and definitely areas of maybe less satisfaction.
Is there any one goal that you, how do you establish goals? Is there one goal that you have next?
I would say I do have a couple goals next. One is building a #1 podcast, and I would say second to that is also I feel like I've been put here to do ministry work, and fulfilling my ministry work, fulfilling the building and serving of God's kingdom is definitely a mission of mine.
Damn. Interesting. I started my career in business brokering while I was going to law school. And so tell me about your experience as a business broker.
That was quite an experience. That's definitely a longer story than I can tell in 30 seconds or so. So was there anything in particular that you were looking for, or what is it that you do that maybe we could do together?
Yeah, absolutely. Both, but time being limited and so on. But, I think you've aligned yourself with the right co-host. He's certainly seems indefatigable, tireless, so, but anyway.
All right. I am thinking about keeping him on as a co-host. So I think you've definitely made some points there. I think I'm going to keep you around, Sean.
Thank you.
You can at least do another couple of episodes.
Thank you.
And then we'll revisit your contract.
I'll learn one episode at a time.
One episode at a time.
Yeah. And just one closing thing. How do you handle adversity?
Faith. Sometimes tinter tantrums, but most of the time it's faith.
I prefer the faith.
Is that an Italian name? Your
Bellavita
last-
is an Italian name, yes. And it
Yeah.
wasn't my birth name, but it is my legal name, and I'll tell you all about that, Rick. But really fantastic job, and really great to get to know you.
Likewise. Thank you for being you.
Great job, Rick. Let's get to the feedbackers.
Thanks.
Let's get to the feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. And so we're going to give 30 seconds of feedback to Charlie or Rick, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve. And then, like, what is one word they left you feeling? So it's like something that they did great, something that they could do to improve. And then, like, what's that one word of how they left you feeling? And how about we kick it off with Jamie, our lady of the house. Jamie, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Charlie, please? Oh, just unmute for us, Jamie.
Got it?
There we go.
Okay. I was just going to say to Rick, I wasn't sure what he was looking for other than the opportunity to really get to know you better, which I think is also wonderful. I think the word that stands out for me, a word is rapport. And he's definitely, I mean, all of these opportunities, all of these moments to hear any of you all speak is a great opportunity for me to learn and get some kind of nugget, a morsel of wisdom, and maybe share some. But I would say that that exercise or that conversation was so low key and so wonderfully rapport building, and good questions. I didn't quite know where we were going, but I like the idea of making it not about a pitch and just getting to know the human.
Awesome. Jamie, thank you. And Jamie, if you had one word, just one word for how Charlie made you feel, what would that one word be?
Charlie, validated.
Beautiful. Validated. You make me feel validated. Let's go.
I do my best. Let's go, Paul. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rick, please?
I want to go to Charlie because Jamie went to Rick. Just a suggestion.
Oh, did I do that? Oh,
No,
Jamie.
you didn't. But it's okay. Jamie
I
did.
Okay, so Paul doing who, Andrea?
Paul would
Paul might do Charlie.
Okay. Charlie, Paul, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Charlie?
Fantastic. Well, Charlie, wonderful job. I really enjoyed how you spent most of the conversation asking Bella for answers, trying to get an understanding of where she's coming from and the things that meant something to her, as well as a little bit of understanding of her background and how that influences her decision making. So I enjoyed that part of the conversation. Maybe a little bit of what I missed was the ask. So what are we trying to get to, with that conversation? We got to it at the end, obviously we ran out of time, but the ask was something that I thought maybe could come a little bit earlier.
Cool. Oh, awesome. And what would you give as a one word for how Rick made you feel?
Trusted. I thought that conversation, established a good bit of trust between the two. And so trusted was the word.
Beautiful. Thank
you, Paul. Trusted. Thank you, Paul. Let's go. Vincent, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rick, please?
Okay, for Rick, it was a good get to know you set of questions. And I felt a sense of just what I call natural engagement. It just felt like a very natural, free-flowing engagement. Very low key, but deep. And for Charlie, should I give Charlie?
Yeah, one word. I made you feel.
For Charlie, one word.
Yeah.
Giving.
What was it?
Giving.
Beautiful.
Let's go. Tom, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rick, please? You want to just unmute for us? Rick, if you.
Well, it's hard to. I would. I'd be repeating a lot of what was said by others here about Rick's conversation with Bella. I thought it was a natural dialogue. I would think that the attempt to make Bella comfortable with the questions, so you got credible responses, was effective. And generally, I think a friendly interchange. I don't know that there was an ask to have at the end of that, but if it was, I missed it. But overall, I think it was an effective conversation for
Tom,
the time.
yeah,
Yes.
top one word of how pleased Charlie made you. I'm sorry, Rick made you feel.
Believable, I guess. Credible.
Yeah, cool. Well read.
Thank you, Tom. Stephen, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Charlie, please?
So my feedback for Charlie is I think the concept of rural clinics is a really cool idea. I would ask for more information about how can the clinic provide greater authenticity to the individual patient so that when they take the report from the clinic to a larger medical institution, they can trust it. I think one of the really great challenges is that clinic is not going to be part of the overall electronic medical record. And so having them bring data that others can believe in, whether they're specialists or others, that set of tests that were performed can do. So yeah, I would love to hear more about how kind of that type of an infrastructure would actually work. A fun presentation.
Yeah, excellent. Stephen, one word, please, for how Charlie made you feel.
Interested. Did you hear it? Interested.
Oh yeah, we did. We excellent. Thank you.
Yeah. So I went, Peter, your 30 seconds of, oh, can you guys hear us? Hello? Okay, perfect. Yes. Peter, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rick, please?
Okay, I really like how he approaches things. He goes straight in. We can see that he's a seasoned professional and that he's been doing similar things for a long time. I would suggest adding a bit of positive reinforcement and some feelings in the mix. But he feels very professional, and I would love to work with him on any project because he is trustworthy.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Peter. And let's go, Andrea Catania. You have 30 seconds of feedback for Charlie, please.
Charlie, definitely a fascinating concept. I'm curious about learning more, and I know a little bit about this issue. It's almost as bad as the food desert issue. I would have liked to have heard earlier a bit more about your concept, which I know is actually much more developed than you were able to get into. So I would have just picked up the pace a little bit, but I do like the energy that you brought that was soothing and made Bella, someone out in the boonies, if I could be so honest about where she is, you made her feel comfortable. So that is the word that I'm going to use as my impression word, comfortable.
I like boonies and comfortable.
Boonies.
Thank you, Andrea. And you know what time it is? Everyone, Bella reverses the game on me. Hot seat coming up, Bella.
That is true, Andrea. As you know, and everyone, this is the time in the show that I have the honor and the privilege of putting my co-hosts on the hot seat, like Charlie and Peter, and something that Charlie and Rick, excuse me, that he has no idea about. And Andrea, because getting nauseous doing the research for these, I have two scenarios for you today. Are you ready to hear what I have for today?
I'm ready.
Okay, so option number one is Sean would go from hello to yes with Simon Cowell to help organize a concert with Grateful Dead, who he says is completely chaotic, and hearing Grateful Dead is like a torture for him. But going from Hello to Yes to put on a concert with Grateful Dead and others to benefit raising money for Charlie's Clinics. So that is option number one. Andrea Catania would be seeking a yes from the one and only Simon Cowell, who is just so full of positive energy and loves saying yes for Charlie's Clinics. And then option number two is I was reading the artist Jewel lives and is from Alaska. So option number two would be going from Hello to Yes with Jewel to invest in a License to Chill ice cream truck in Alaska and buy an ice cream truck in Alaska. So those are my two options that I have for you today. Andrea Catania, do either one of those tickle your fancy?
I like them both, but quick question on number two. Is Sean going to be Jewel, or do we pick a Jewel out of the group?
You can pick a Jewel out of the group, and Sean...
You're breaking up a little. And you're frozen with a beautiful expression.
Beautiful. Can you?
Not quite, but listen, what I'd like to do is select number two. And Jamie, if you would be so kind to be Jewel, I think you'd be a fabulous Jewel. Are you in? You got to unmute if you're going to be Jewel. Pick up that mic.
Sure, of course. One of her songs.
Yeah.
Andrea, can you hear us?
Now I can. You were a little bit in and out. And despite the love of the Grateful Dead, we've selected the Jewel option number two. I hope you were able to hear it sitting next to Bella. And Jamie is going to play the role of Jewel. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think we're going to figure this out. Our technology issues.
We got it.
Just with a quick prayer, they all work.
Play some Grateful Dead while we're waiting.
Uncle John's Band is my favorite song.
There you go.
Right.
Go ahead.
Here we go. So Jamie's being Jewel, and who am I being?
You can be, who was it that brought in the ice cream truck? That was Charlie. So you can be Charlie, going from Hello to Yes with Jewel to invest in a License to Chill ice cream trucks in Alaska.
Oh my God. All right. Hello is
To benefit
Miss
the funding
Jewel
of his clinic.
there.
Sorry.
Hello?
What happened? Andrea, what?
Sorry, it was to benefit the funding of his clinics. That was the tail end of the scenario. So you're going to raise money for that amazingly named ice cream truck, and it's going to fulfill.
Look, he doesn't even need to know. He's just going to get it. He's like, it doesn't even matter what it's for. I'm good.
Right. Andrea, I'm still unclear. So I get the ice cream trucks. I get Jewel. Just listen to my question, please. And I get that it's going to fund Charlie, but so it's just I'm asking Jewel to do what? Andrea?
You're asking Jewel to sing a benefit to raise money. This was a wonderful scenario that has to do with financing the ice cream truck. Bella, I don't remember what the name was. It was Chill something in Alaska.
So how are we tying ice cream trucks?
Yeah, you're mixing the two scenarios, Andrea, so it's confusing Sean. So are you, we're going from Hello to Yes with Jewel to invest in the ice cream truck to benefit Charlie's clinics. Is that what you're saying now?
I'm sorry, I thought that's what you said. Yes, that sounds like a perfect scenario.
Okay.
Okay. So this will demonstrate my influence or not, because I still have no idea what we're talking about, but we're going to go for it. So hi, is Miss Jewel available?
Hi, yes. Who am I speaking to?
Yeah. Hi, this is Charlie, Miss Jewel. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time? And if it is, how shall I refer to you, please?
Oh, we did have a call? Okay. That's the hard part anyway. You can call me Jewel.
Jewel, thank you. Is it still a good time for you?
Sure. Right now it's good. I've got a few minutes.
Well, yeah, thank you. So if I can ask you this, I know you're incredibly busy. You're incredibly popular. Everyone wants to talk to you. So what prompted you to say yes to even have this conversation, Jewel? Please, I'm very grateful for it. But what was the why behind your acceptance?
Because you told me that we had a scheduled appointment and I would want to, of course, fulfill my obligation.
Oh, no, I understand that you're going to fulfill your obligation, but what prompted you or your team to even set this in the first place? Because I just don't want to waste your time and start telling you a bunch of things you know. I'd like to speak into what your interest was or concerns. Please, why you said yes to the meeting in the first place.
I wasn't told much. I know this has something to do with funding health clinics.
Okay, cool. And what, if anything, is interesting for you about funding health clinics?
Oh, well, my grandmother lives kind of out in the boonies of South Carolina, and as we think about, well, there's a few reasons actually too. I've also been thinking about living overseas. I want to make sure that there's medical help close by. She's got a
Wow,
situation.
awesome.
It fits a couple of things that are going on with me right now.
Wow, cool. And so what I'm hearing is that there's a personal access to why this would make sense. And I'm presuming, Jewel, that you also want to see a rate of return. But in this dynamic, like what percentage of this is social good for you versus rate of return?
I haven't thought about it too much, but off the top of my head, I'd say equally important.
Cool. All right. So from that place, Jewel, can I share a couple quick things that may or may not resonate with you?
Sure.
Yeah. So listen, you hit the nail on the head. And that's why I asked my question in the first place, because you have a personal experience with your grandmother. You have your own desire to live overseas, travel regularly. And yes, health is a complicated issue. And as you and I think, probably would know and understand, we live in this mythological world of medicine that we go to the doctor. And we get to the doctor and they wave their hand over us and they make us okay. And we have this personal relationship and it's a wonderful thing. But Jewel, studies show the exact opposite, that we often get suboptimal health care because we falsely perceive that having a personal connection to our doctor really is more meaningful than it is. And with the dynamics of telehealth, there's an incredible social good to improve the quality of healthcare, the tracking of the quality of healthcare, number one, and also to create massive efficiency so people can be where they want to be. And we really deal with medicine on a level that it's supposed to be. Like, how do we do no harm, make the patient better without having to jump through the hoops of traveling to the doctor, setting these ridiculous appointment cycles, and there's a massive disruption present available. But in addition, this business model, which of course is the future of everything, ask, for example, Blockbuster, if people would rather go pick out videos or watch them at home with Netflix. Ask folks if they'd truly rather go to the mall or get things in from Amazon, to look at all the malls closing and going the way of Blockbuster. And this is simply the future of everything. With the advent of AI and the efficiency, the dynamic of human beings. I'm sorry?
Can I stop you there just for a sec?
Sure.
So I understand that this is about the diagnosis, right? The telehealth is a great way to just give the information and get the diagnosis. What about the treatment?
Great question. So telehealth is certainly about diagnosis, but there's certain treatment protocols that could be done over the phone, prescriptions, et cetera. Certainly, telehealth, not at this point yet until we could send robots to your house, is not about surgery, but for the reason you go to a doctor typically to get a diagnosis, get a prescription, that's what is fully available. And there's also elements for house calls, for blood being withdrawn, blood pressure checks, and some other issues. Surgery, obviously, is not something we're going to be doing, through telehealth, but there's many treatment protocols, Jewel, that can come through for you that way. Does that make sense?
Yes. So as far as treatment and the simple, you have a cold, but you think it might be the flu, or you've got some rash and is there is in this program or idea that you have, is there a second layer that incorporates pharmacy? Is that something you're looking to fund as well, or is that already in
Yeah.
existence?
No, that's 100% a part of it. However, as that is a component part, there does need to be some separation because of anti-kickback laws between the doctors doing the prescribing and the revenues being generated for treatment, which we have taken care of. So yes, there's a part of the funding model, but there's some separation between the doctor giving prescriptions and the prescription being filled by two different entities by law. But yes, that is a part of the funding model of this entire enterprise. Yes, with different divisions leading up to a parent holding company that creates a massive acceleration in the profitability. So very simply, because I know we're way over time and your team said if I go over time with you, they're going to shoot me, so I don't want that. But all I'm proposing, Jewel, is that, yes, there is an incredible economic model. We believe rates of returns will be massively accelerated for early investors. And we have slide decks, predictive models through AI. We'd love to run through with you in a 30-minute session, as well as answer every other question you have. So my simple thought is, Jewel, how would it resonate with you or not to have a 30-minute follow-up call so we can run through all those models, answer every question you have, and certainly we would invite your team of advisors, anyone you want, onto that session. So Jewel, please, what say you?
I'd say absolutely for a second call. I would like to hear more about how this will be laid out.
Oh, well, thank you for that, Jewel. And shall I set that up with your assistant, Joe, who set up this call?
Sure. Hang on one sec. I'll transfer you over. Thanks for calling.
Great job. Thank you for that. Great job, Jamie. Let's go real quick over to Charlie. Charlie, thank you for letting me be you. Great job today on the Heart of Influence, and certainly sitting in that participant seat. Never an easy place to be. And Charlie, how did I do with you, and how was your time on the Heart of Influence, Charlie?
I thought you did an excellent job playing me, and you had excellent answers. And I'll just say that some of the concerns have already been addressed, and when we go into more detail, we'll put both Jamie and Stephen at ease that those are not major issues that we need to worry about.
Amazing. Thank you for that. Look forward to hearing it. I want to say thank you to Rick. Wonderful job here today. Thank you. And how did I do, in that role as Charlie? And how was your time here today with us, Rick?
Yeah, it's a great consecutive questions, Sean, that got to the root of the issue and explored the competitive factors, the problems of what it entailed to implement such a thing, and ultimately where to go with, the financing demands and capabilities and how you get that done. So good job.
Thank you. And how was your time today with us here today, Charlie?
Very good. I enjoyed the interaction and the various perspectives, and I think everyone expressed themselves honestly, and it certainly adds a bit of realism to the whole discussion.
Cool. Well, thank you for that. And Rick, how about yourself?
Yeah, this could go on interminably. It was a good dialogue and a good exercise, and I thought it was. I see what your point was in differentiating yourself as a medium to for the purpose of the objective of explaining a mission, a project, and how to seek financing for it. So,
yeah,
awesome.
Good.
Sure. Wonderful job, both to Rick and Charlie, for being in the participant seat today. Jamie, thank you for jumping into that role play. Thanks for playing Jewel. And how was your time on the Heart of Influence today, Jamie?
Great. Thank you for asking. This was a great exercise. You get to see both perspectives, both sides. Great practice. And like Rick said, it could go on to be a great exchange and interchange. And I'd like to hear kind of some of the other folks giving their input back and forth as well. So left me wanting more. That's the right thing, guys.
Thank you. Great job, Jamie. Thank you. Thank you. And Paul, thank you for being here in that feedbacker seat as well. Wonderful feedback. And how was your time today with us, Paul, on the Heart of Influence?
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I had a great time, good use of an hour. I enjoy having the opportunity to meet everybody on the call. And it's good to hear different approaches to kind of get somebody to a conclusion. So thanks very much. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And Bella Rita.
How about we go to Vincent, who looks very lovely with his wife there. And Vincent, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Vincent.
Let's go to a magician. Tom, thank you so much for being here. And how was your time with us? If you'd like to unmute. Tom, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Well, it was an interesting experience. I appreciate Andrea giving me a call and introducing me to this forum. Not sure I got the whole drift until the last exchange, but it was very helpful. And I'll stay brief because it's given that Jamie's been to so many Grateful Dead concerts, she knows it's 4:20 in about 10 minutes.
Let's go.
That's awesome, Tom. And let's go to the man who can help get ghosts out. Peter, thank you so much for being here. How was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Very nice. I really like the format of the show and the hosts and also all the participants and judges. I believe we made quite an influence today, and we managed to disturb some patterns that we had on how to approach stuff before.
Cool. Well, Peter, thank you, and appreciate everybody. I know we're running over, so
hold on real quick. Let's go to our girls ski champ. That is not a girl, but Stephen, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Today was fun. I enjoyed the topics because I've been dabbling around in aspects of the concept of giving every patient their copy of their health record, not just access to it. So it's really interesting. It's been fun.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for that, Stephen. For everybody, most importantly, make sure you connect with each other.
Yeah.
Right? You're here. There's other extraordinary people with overlapping interests, dynamic possibilities. Connect with each other. And for all of you, we have a gift. I have the blessing and privilege of speaking with Kevin O'Leary, David Goggins on the Aspire stage on Thursday, August 28th, being here in the Heart of Influence. You'll be welcome as our guest. There'll be thousands of folks there on that day. And our Unblinded ecosystem, we're going to have about 500 people there. So, come join us if you want to meet some super cool people. We also have an acceleration session with our actualized intelligence called ACT-I. We issued a press release yesterday. In fact, the team every show should drop the press release. And we'll forward it to you guys. It is jaw-dropping where we are. And so if you have a session, you get to meet some of our agents. And it is not simply another AI hypey thing. We are at the cutting edge of it all and beyond, and I think you'd be fascinated. So thank you so much for being here. And as I conclude, I end every show by saying this: connect with each other. I hope it's not the last time. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Bella. Fantastic job. And I may be physically blind, which I am, but as to the possibilities for acceleration that so often sit right in front of our faces, right here. And with those things sitting right there, though, Bella and everybody, we could all use a bit of unblinding. Because at some level, we are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Great job, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.